What's poppin', people? Welcome to the hottest NFT and crypto channel, coming at you straight from the self-proclaimed king himself, Nicky G. Kidding, guys, I know nothing, but thank you for tuning in. Let's get into it. As you guys can tell, I am absolutely not a financial advisor. Nothing I say in these videos should be taken as financial advice. Please always do your own research if you decide to get into this space. Let's get into the tip of the day. All right, guys, today's tip of the day is please remember to drink your water. We sit at desks and look at computer screens all day long. Remember to stand up, drink some water, and actually get outside once in a while. Let's get right into it.
If it's only for a moment, those stars, I really wanna hold it. So tight, my hands begin to mold it. Watch me fold it.
Today we got SimonR, the notorious Simon Alpha Caller in the Nicky G Alpha group. We're going to be reviewing his 0.3 to 10 ETH challenge using the Nicky G Alpha group and all the whitelist spots we got, along with the same degen plays and other plays that he's called in our group. This is over a 15-day period. Simon, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're going to talk about?
Yeah, thank you, Nicky. So we're going to be talking about the 0.3 to 10 ETH challenge I did in the Discord. Obviously, I got him from Bridge 3 whitelist, so it started with Bridge 3 whitelist that we got. You know, Nicky G hooked us up with a really great whitelist this month. I'll progressively go into the alpha calls and the degen plays that worked out for me to help me get to 10 ETH this month. I would like to say, though, that this is take 200.
We've taken this video a lot because we forgot to record. I forgot to record the audio once, and then we've done a lot of shots. So thanks for bearing with us, and apologize for the week in between videos. Let's get right into it, guys. Project number one that we'll be talking about today is Pixel Pets. Simon, take it over.
Yeah, so the first project that I minted in February for the challenge was Pixel Pets. Nicky G hooked us up, obviously, with the whitelist, and then I did my own research. You know, I saw that the team was already established. I actually kind of liked the project. The roadmap was very ambitious, but I kind of knew that this is the type of team that could really pull it off. And I saw all the partners that they have here, which made me absolutely bullish, right? So the mint price for this project was 0.088. You could max mint 2. That was roughly 0.2 in total cost with gas. I pretty much tracked volume. I was telling myself I was going to hold this for a long time, but then I kind of saw like upward and downward trends that we were kind of seeing and no instant moon, right? So I was like, okay, I'll be happy with selling both for 0.35. In total, I earned 0.7 from both sales.
So that puts you up to 0.8 in the total challenge.
Right, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I held on to these a bit too long, but I'm interested in playing the staking game and earning their token that they have coming out. Not sure when that's coming, but that's what I'm really interested in. That's kind of why I held on to those ones. But yeah, if you played the flip game here, guys, you made a decent chunk of profit, at least a little 2x here. Like Simon said. Simon says, I like that.
Yeah.
Like Simon says, he took his profits. He's at 0.8 now on the challenge, 0.5 profit so far. And that's it. That's all we'll do. All right, guys, popping over to project number 2 for the day. This one is Slime's World. A little bit about this is if you held one of these, you were able to get on the first sale of the mint list for the Rubber Duck Bath Party, is it? Caveat here, this is a little bit of a play into why this pumped. Simon, drop some details.
You guys can see the floor price 0.2. Obviously, that's after the snapshot was taken, right? But anyways, so my entry for this project was 0.35. In our previous video that me and Nicky recorded, I said that I didn't sell these, but things have changed, and I actually decided to take my money at 1 ETH.
Very nice profit.
Bought in at 0.35, sold for 1 ETH, and obviously, I think that was a pretty good play, because right now they're at 0.2. I was pretty bullish on Rubber Duck Bath Party, but Nicky was fudding me, so essentially, I just decided to let it go and take my money, and then I'll sweep the floor of it with the Slimes profit, is what I'm thinking.
Oh man, making smart decisions. Yeah, I also sold my Slimes World, bought in at 0.3, sold at 0.525. Obviously taking some profits here along the way, following Simon and his calls. This was definitely one of the better ones so far. I mean, this pumped over 1 ETH. If you got in any time in this period, like between January 25th and Feb 10th, you're making some nice profits anyways, regardless on this. So yeah, this was a nice pump before the snapshot was taken, and great call by Simon. All right, guys, just to follow up on the last project that we covered, Simon's total at 1.25, and now we're gonna talk about project number 3, which is MekaApes game by oogas. I just want to point out, I made a sick call in the Nicky G Alpha group Discord when everyone was fudding the mint on this, the later version of this. I told everyone to swoop in and buy at 0.06, and these things absolutely pumped. Simon was a part of that. Simon, let us know some deets.
I want to first start off by saying that was my call, FYI. You can check the logs, but anyways, not important. I minted 10 for 0.05, but ended up getting 2 MekaApes, which made me break even instantly, because I minted, so all 7 were totaling at 0.6, but the 2 MekaApes that I minted instantly helped me break even. I took that risk. Obviously, if I held on a bit longer, I think I would have made made a lot more, like kind of waiting for stage 1.5, but I'm kind of impatient because I needed the liquidity to play with, right? So I instantly resold my MekaApes for break even, and then I sold 10 of my Roboogas for 0.5 in total. That was the play. Obviously, if I held on a little bit longer, it would have played out a bit better.
What made you want to buy into this project specifically?
They had a game previously that was successful, and then previously I was like raking in money with the previous staking. Like you said, they went up to 1.5 ETH, the floor price, right? And I was making like 0.7 ETH off of staking a day, right? Why can't it do it again? So I bought in again, and I think I made a good decision.
Hey, I think so too. What was the total profit? What does that put you at in terms of profit?
That put me at 1.75 in profit.
Total revenue 1.75, starting from 0.3. We're already making the way up. Another great play by Simon here with the MekaApes by oogaverse. Alrighty guys, heading into project number 4 here with the infamous Goonies gang. A lot of stuff got stirred up here with this project, but great opportunity for profits. Simon, details please.
I was expecting to get 1 to 2 ETH for this, like straight up, right? But then the FUD happened, completely destroyed the project. There was a looping bug as well, where people were able to mint, transfer, or mint, sell, and then keep minting, and people were abusing that. Obviously, I would never. So
for the integrity of the challenge, Simon chose not abuse the bug.
But I very easily could have. But anyways, I minted 2 of them because luckily I sold one of my other Goonies before the snapshot, and they did another one. So I sold one for 0.35 and the other for 0.35 as well. And the mint price for both was 0.15. So in total 0.3. Profit with that was 0.4. So that put me at, I believe, 2.45 in the challenge roughly.
0.45 around that area. Nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, I can say I made a nice little bag off of Goonies gang. Obviously, people, when you get a hold of an exploit and it's making money, people are going to take advantage of it. And the people that did for this specific project were able to mint and sell at like a 2 to 3x, mint, sell 2 to 3x, and just continue to print as much as they could. I feel a little bad for doing it. There's a lot of people that were buying into those bags, but at the same time, it's a zero-sum space. One person's going to be left holding a bag. I got caught doing it last night, holding a big degen play. But yeah, if you guys have the opportunity to make the money and it's right in front of you and you know about it, I'm not going to tell you not to do it. I'm not going to tell you to do it. Just make your own financial decisions, not financial advice.
And I mean, the volume for the project was absolutely insane too. Like this was getting bought up like crazy. So I was just tracking volume. It did do its little up and down, but at one point I think it peaked at like 0.7. So imagine if you had like 10 from the looping, like you just made 7 ETH, you know?
On to project number 5, guys. Fortune Friends Club official NFT. Obviously, the floor price now at date of recording is a lot lower than it was during the mint. Simon, what are these mint at?
0.055.
So they minted at 0.055. Tell us how you made some profits here.
Obviously, we do everything in pre-reveal here. We don't play around with post-reveal. So obviously minted 2 for 0.055. Tracked volume. Volume was looking pretty steady. They had some awesome collabs, like 8 with 88 Rising and some other Asian companies, I believe. So that made me pretty bullish on them. You know, you just had to track the volume. It was staying around 0.15. Never really, I don't think it ever broke the 0.2 wall. So that was like kind of an indicator for me. Look to sell, right? Because every time it would hit anywhere near 0.2, it would hit like 0.195. It wouldn't pass it, right? So that was an indicator for me to look to sell at around 0.15 to 0.19, right?
Yeah.
So I ended up selling at, I believe, 0.17 for both. Yeah, that netted me 0.36 in total from both.
So now
sales.
you're at roughly 2.8 area. Is that where you're
roughly,
at?
Yeah, roughly.
Very nice. This was a whitelist play, guys. As always, mint and sell pre-reveal every project. I don't care what it is. Recently, we just saw Invisible Friends minted 15 ETH, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, back up to 9. Reveal happened and it went right down to like 5 ETH, I think was low. So mint and then sell pre-reveal. If you really want the project, I recommend buying in post-reveal. But yeah, this was another one of those Nicky G whitelist plays where you mint and flip. Solid action. 2 to 3x, easy money. Alrighty, guys, here we are into project 6, I believe it is. Psychedelics Anonymous component number 1. Simon, let you take this one away, my man.
I just want to ask Nicky a question. When did you sell?
0.6.
Anyways, so I made the call for this in the Nicky G Alpha Discord at 0.35. I said my spidey senses were tingling because component 1's had a burn mechanism. Vultura is an amazing leader, owner of a project, so obviously I'm bullish on them. I bought 4 for 0.35, which was around 1.4 ETH. This was a very, very risky play. Obviously, I didn't really know what was going to happen. I knew it was kind of like a mid to long-term play. But then this mega whale decided to buy 400 ETH worth in the Psychedelics Anonymous project, which absolutely pumped my bags, which brought like 1 ETH.
A little bit of luck involved, but great call. I know a lot of the group made a pretty nice bag on this call, and everyone was super happy with Simon Says alpha calls.
Yes, sir. Yep. So I netted 4 ETH from that, so that kind of put me at around 6 to 7 ETH ETH or 6.8, I believe.
There's that big spike, guys. I mean, one play out of the 15 days nets you like 50% of your challenge. Those are the plays that you want to look for. You're not going to hit every single one. There's going to be misses. These are the plays that you want to hit on. So great call, Simon. This is a extremely profitable play. All right, guys, I believe project 7, I'm counting correctly. Squishyverse, another Nikki G alpha pass. We had whitelist for this. Simon, give us some details on it.
Yeah, so Squishyverse was kind of that project. So I minted for 0.065 and obviously I max minted for 0.13. So this was obviously one of those projects, again, that it had a couple of the team members have been successful in the space before, kind of following that cute meta that people were kind of looking for. Takoa pumped, you know, the good old Takoa pump. He sent a tweet out, you know, whatever, pumped up to like 0.15, and that's kind of where I looked to sell, right? So I sold both for 0.15 and netted roughly 0.3 in total. So that was just an easy in and out play, no stress.
Yep, low risk. You get the mint, you get the whitelist, you mint it, you flip it for 2 to 3x, and you walk away with a nice low profit. So yeah, hands down, guys, these are the easiest plays. When we are just handing whitelists to you, regardless of the project, I'm pretty sure that, I mean, in my experience, you can mint and flip immediately and 2x your bag, unless it's like a super hyped up project. Almost every whitelist that you get in, almost, right? Like I was able to mint and flip some projects that didn't even sell out and still walk away with a profit from them, just because, you know, if you play the game right, you're gonna make a profit on every project. This was just an easy mint and flip. For Simon, what's your total at after this?
It put me at 7.1 roughly.
7.1 ETH in the 0.3 to 10 ETH challenge with Simon Says. Alrighty, Serial Club, super hyped up project. Very unfortunate situation with a project this hyped up, with what ended up happening with it. A lot of, you know, time wasted in the discords, a lot of people losing a big bag because of it was just a hype project that people kind of sussed it out and didn't believe too much into it afterwards. It also had some ties to a rug project, which was also concerning, which was part of the FUD, the reason that it got FUDded so bad. But despite all that, we were still able to make profits from it. And how did we do that, Simon?
Yeah, so the night of this play, right, it was getting FUDded. A couple of the guys in the Nikki G Discord were just chilling in the Discord, and we were looking at the Dutch auction just continuously going down, right, until it hit the bottom at 0.1, and we were like, okay, this looks like a great buy at 0.1, because there was still volume on secondary, a little bit, but not too much. So essentially what we did here is we all max minted 5 at the Dutch auction for 0.5 in total, and then it absolutely skyrocketed. People started like max minting, buying as many as they could, and the project sold out in like 5 minutes, right? And then started the massive pump, right? So it was just constantly breaking 0.15, different walls and stuff.
Wouldn't call it a massive pump, but I do think that it definitely pumped up enough for you guys to make a quick bag off of it.
Yeah, so my entry was 0.5 or 0.1 per, and I sold each one for roughly 0.25 to 0.29 range, right? So that netted me 1.3.
1.3 ETH, roughly. Nice. So, and then that puts your total around, what was that?
That put me at like 9 ETH.
Right around 90. He's 1 ETH away, guys. 1 play away. Serial Club, like I said, big FUD, a lot of FUD in the project, but there was still a space to make profits, and these guys did it in the Nikki G Alpha group Discord. Simon leading the way, leading the troops into profit land.
Yeah, a lot of us made some good money on this one.
Good play. Great play. All right, guys, on to project number 132 in this little series. Last project in the series here for the 0.3 to 10 ETH challenge for Simon, the Scuxverse pass. Simon, break us down.
Yeah, so essentially with this project, I got a call in another Discord about this Scux pass and how it gives you world token. And at this time, world token was at like, I think 25-30 cents roughly. So it was a great time to buy, because essentially what this pass does is it airdrops a token to holders. You know, I'm pretty bullish on everything worlds and everything in the market that's kind of associated with the world token at the moment. And during that time that I bought was pumping, right? So I saw this pass. My entry was 0.1. I bought 2 of them. I believe they pumped up to 1 ETH.
Yep.
But I sold before that just to kind of finish the challenge so I can just have the 10 ETH. So I sold both at 0.5 ETH, and that completed the challenge for me.
Puts him just over 10 ETH. Just over 10 ETH. Simon, that completes the challenge right there. Scuxverse pass. Last call in the challenge. Puts you just over that 10 ETH mark. On the screen here, we got Parsec open. Parsec's one of the tools that Simon uses to make his calls, look into projects, look at volume and all sorts of stuff. Simon, you want to break this down for us?
Yeah, so this is the best tool in the NFT space, period. There's no better tool, okay? This is a free tool where it allows you to see trends, all the sales for NFTs on the NFT Firehose section top right. You can see the walls and how thick they are with the listing profiles, which is a new feature that they have. You're also able to focus in on a section or on a project, sorry. So here we're looking at invisible friends. We can see all of the recent activity on OpenSea. You can see where most sales are and trend lines and where it's trending, if it's trending upward, downward. And with the regression line, you can also see like the dips as well, like the big dip on that's after post reveal, right? So it just dipped straight down, but obviously kind of caught itself a bit, and now it's kind of sitting at the 7 ETH range, right? You're also able to see the holder count. The holder map, I'm not too sure. It's usually buggy, but I like to see the holder count as well. That's very valuable. Just in general, this is one of the most valuable tools in the NFT space.
Lots of information here clearly available. I mean, if you were watching this post reveal dump and you saw the retracement coming back, you could have probably bought in around the 6 mark, made a decent profit, sell it around 7.5 to 8, and then it's sitting around the 7 mark right now. And like down here in this corner, I don't know, I haven't really used this much. Simon's the pro at it, but clearly the wall, there's around 48 listings at 7 ETH until it hits that 8 ETH wall, and then until it hits a bigger wall around 9 ETH, which is where it was kind of sitting at pre-reveal. It wasn't really pumping over 9. But yeah, these tools, I mean, I can see the value, just like seeing all the information on the screen. I can just see the value in having a tool like this open at any point in the day if you wanted to go and research some projects and see if you want to buy into stuff.
And yeah, so with the fire hose, you have it configured to 5 minutes, right? But if you want to configure it to like 30 seconds, you can all the sales within 30 seconds on the NFT space or in the space. It's super valuable.
So super valuable tool here. Simon very much likes his Parsec tool, and if you guys want to play around with it, learn it, a link will be in the description below so you guys can take a look through it. Try and do your best to learn it. It's not a very simple tool, but it has a lot of information. I think that if you just play around with it a bit, you know, pause the video here, copy this outlook of elements that you see here and kind of set it up the same way. It's very simple to use. But yeah, you guys can play around with it and see if you like it. I think it's a very valuable tool, and if you use it, you could up your NFT game a bit.
I mean, yeah, it's exactly what helped me to get to 10. Love it.
All right, guys, we are on the last little segment of the video now. Simon's going to drop a few tips during his journey that he learned and some stuff that he wants to share with you guys.
So one of the biggest tips for me kind of doing this challenge was just communicating with people, just talking about different projects and stuff like that and what we see. And that a big help with that and kind of talking to experts, right? Is joining alpha discords, right? Very, very valuable. Just communicate with the people in that community because they already have a leg up on the whole space, in my opinion, right? Because they're already investing in themselves. Because that's what I see with alpha groups. You're investing in yourself, right? Because you believe in yourself. So people there are all trying to help each other and grow together. That's my first tip. Talk to people, join alpha discords. My second tip, which is like, if you want to do your own research and stuff like that, this method has kind of carried me throughout my whole journey, right? Is the CEM method. CEM, right? Community, engagement, marketing. The big 3. See what the community is like, how they react to different posts, the engagement, how much engagement a post gets, all that stuff. And then the marketing. How is the project marketed? That is one of my biggest red flags when I look at a project, is how a project is marketed, right? If a project on its Twitter only has Twitter giveaways for retweets and tags and follows, and if there's no other depth in that, I'm not going to say anything, but you know, that might be something.
Yeah,
you know?
Essentially it's a little bit of a red flag when the project only has Twitter giveaways on their profile. It is something that projects use with influencers and big projects, giveaways to kind of like bring some more attention to the project, especially if someone, like if I like a project and I agree to do a Twitter giveaway with them, it's mainly to bring some more exposure to that project because I think that they deserve that more exposure, that whatever I can bring to the table. Some of the bigger guys have a lot bigger audiences, so it's bringing a lot more to the table for that project. But on the contrary, it is a little bit of a red flag if all they're doing is giveaways with every single person, project, community that they can find. The biggest one is there's some known shillers in the space who are known to get paid a lot of money to go and sweep the floor, to go and tweet about a project. Without naming any names, just know that like you don't know who they are, it's easy to identify. But yeah, those are some red flags that you can look at in terms of the marketing side that Simon's talking about here.
And then last but not least, develop your skill set, develop your eye. At some point in the space, wherever you're at in your journey, you'll develop kind of an eye for quality and bullshit. So working on that's really important. That's all I got for y'all today.
That's right. Again, Simon, congratulations on the accomplishment. The challenge was not an easy one and you absolutely crushed it. A little bit of thanks to some good volume pumps in the space, a little bit of thanks to a little bit of luck. All in all, it was a great 15-day play by Simon. Absolutely crushed the challenge. Simon is officially the alpha king in the Nicky G group. He's earned his spot. He's earned his title. He is the notorious Simon. You guys address him however you want in the Discord, but he's a true stud. Congratulations, and thank you for sharing your journey on the channel with us today.
Thank you, boss. It was a pleasure.
Thank you all for watching the video today. I am trying to bring you guys some honest reviews on upcoming projects with full transparency. I hope you guys really appreciate it. I can't wait to bring out the next one. Remember, drop a like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to stay up to date with my latest videos. Nicky out.